factor in?
I have to ask Daves.
When you said the other day you weren't going to answer questions about that, what's your thought process behind it? You just don't want to talk about it every week, or is it?
I'm gonna just let Daves answer all those questions.
He said to ask you.
I think you're not telling the truth. Sorry.
Were you able to go out there and do some stuff though?
Oh yeah, I felt great out there. I felt great running around, getting back out there, catching the passes. Felt good.
What'd you see when you went back and looked at the game?
Like I said before, I mean, I went to look at it a little bit, got frustrated again, turned it off, sick to my stomach. Just overall, just not even saying the whole team, just my gameplay. As I'm gonna start with mine first, because I believe I'm a key part of this offense. So when I don't play right, it kind of the energy is not right. But like I said, I got sick to my stomach, turned it off.
Malik, how do you strike the balance between having urgency but not panicking after only one game?
Say it again?
How do you maintain urgency, because we know you guys want to get back and get on the field and be better, but how do you do that without pressing the panic button and looking and saying, you know what, we're going to make all these changes just because of one game?
I would say take it day by day, see what things we can get better on, see what things we have to focus more on to help our offense be more, explosive, or just the up tempo of what we got to do. And we can't rush it right now. We don't play until Sunday, so take it day by day. Find key things to get better at. Find things to in the offense for us to get better at and focus on, and then just wait till Sunday to see what we come up with.
Malik, you said that when you look back at the game, you felt sick to your stomach. How you played? Yeah,
just overall, just how I played. Felt like I left some plays out there. Felt like there was plays to be made that I didn't make, that I'm knowing I'm more incapable of making. So, yeah.
Any play in particular that's sticking at you right
now? Just 12 targets and 5 catches. Just not how I want to end the day off. I know everybody was more focused on just me overall being mad I wasn't getting the ball, and that wasn't at all what I was being, what I was concerned about. I had 12 targets, so why would I argue about getting the ball if I had 12 targets? But, just overall, just how I played. And I don't think that why I was frustrated. Like I said, I was trying to get the offense going. I was trying to get people to let's get rolling. The lights was on, the game was on. It's time to play. I feel like that just got pushed over, and everybody was talking about just how I was, had an attitude and stuff like that. It's just, I got an NBF. I got a natural face. That's just what it is. Like, just my face. I don't know. Like, when y'all talk to me, I look the same way every time. I don't know, just how I am. But I guess I got to smile more.
When you look at that in the replay and you see the reactions, do you look at yourself and say, that's just me, like you just said? Or maybe I need to act a little differently so people don't get it misconstrued about what's going on out there?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's all me. I mean, I have my moments, but, I had a talk with Daves after the game, just overall, sideline demeanor, myself included, and I can see how it got blown out of proportion, but I had my thinking face on. That was my thinking cap. I wasn't really focused on where I was, but I was trying to think about what can we get to, how can we, get some more plays to be made on this team, how can we, score points. So it was my face of just trying to think. And I felt like, the camera was just on me at all times. But I got to be more, conscious of that, whether it's stepping out of my box and going talk to, Dave's on the side. Just being overall just aware of where I'm at. I probably say that's the main key point that I took from that.
You mentioned that you were frustrated. You mentioned you felt like you left some plays out there with the 12 targets, only 5 catches. Do you believe that those are tied together, that the frustration led to you leaving some plays out there?
No, I don't think that wasn't at all why. I left some plays out there. I think it's just overall just technique. Got lackadaisical sometimes when the ball was in the air. Try to do some other things that I thought could manipulate the DB while the ball was in the air, and just need to be more aggressive when the ball is in the air.
You brought up the energy. Sorry. Post game and just that it was lacking. Have you done anything differently just to get your teammates more hyped as the week is going on, or what did you see from watching?
I would say I'm still taking the time out to figure out or just how I want to address that. I know I got to take a different a different route now. Just so how I did it the last time, it wasn't the right way. It's kind of going everywhere right now. But I'm trying to find a different way to try to get guys going. And whether it's that just going over there, tapping them on the shoulder, just giving them a key point like, I need you on this play, I need you, right here, right now is the time now, the game is on, let's go. Rather than, speaking abrupt and loud and being aggressive. Just trying to take some different routes to just trying to do that.
Sorry, I meant during the pregame week leading up, not just game day.
Oh, you're talking about practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm still taking it in, trying to figure out how can I go about that? How can I do those things? And, I started today just with going up to the offensive line before, Russ get in the huddle and just saying, let's go. Like, it's time now. That game is behind us. We focus on to next week. I continue to need y'all. I'm going to need y'all the whole season. We got a long season, stuff like that. So just giving those guys motivation. So for when we out there, let's go.
What does this offense need to do to be more efficient and effective in your mind?
We got to focus on the little things. I feel like penalties also caused a lot of our plays to, get back. We had a lot of explosive plays that just got, flags or just false start, stuff like that. So we got to be on the same page more. We was late getting out of the huddle a couple times, so we got to be on pace to, get on the ball, put some pressure on the defense, so we can get what we want. And I probably say just spread the ball around to, every guy. We all got talent on the football field. In this offense, we got a lot of talent. We got to spread the ball, give some couple guys some, the targets, the ball, and see what they do with the ball in their hands.